Once upon a time, the Atlantic Ocean was a vast, perilous frontier, ruled by the winds, waves, and those daring enough to challenge them. Among these daring souls was a man whose name struck fear and fascination in equal measure, Captain Blackspear. Our tale begins with Kofi, a young warrior from the lush, sun-drenched coast of Ghana. At the tender age of 24, Kofi's life took a dramatic turn. He had just become a father, his heart filled with the promise of a future with his beloved and their newborn child. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. The year was 1645, and the British Army, exploiting local tribal conflicts, had captured Kofi along with 5 other warriors. Given the choice to surrender or face certain death, Kofi chose life, hoping against hope to return to his family someday. He found himself shackled and silent in the dark hold of a British ship, the future uncertain. As Kofi and his fellow captives were being transported, a sudden crash shook their boat. Water began to flood the lower deck, and chaos erupted. Amid the pandemonium, Kofi's instincts kicked in. He fought his way to the top deck and, with the grace of a skilled swimmer, plunged into the open sea. In the pitch-black night, he heard a familiar sound, the playful clicks and whistles of the redwater dolphins, his childhood friends. These intelligent creatures, who had always been there for him, now became his lifeline. The dolphins guided Kofi through the dark waters, their presence a beacon of hope. Suddenly, a ship loomed out of the darkness, the Ghost Bandits, a notorious pirate crew. They pulled Kofi from the water, and with no other choice, he joined their ranks. Thanks to the redwater dolphins, who continued to shadow the ship and warn of approaching dangers, Kofi quickly rose through the ranks. His sharp mind, bravery, and the uncanny ability to sense danger earned him the respect of the crew. After a year with the Ghost Bandits, discontent brewed among the crew due to low pay. A mutiny erupted, and Kofi was elected the new captain. He was given the nickname Blackspear due to his choice of weapon and daring spirit. For over a decade, Captain Blackspear evaded the relentless pursuit of the British Navy, his name becoming synonymous with piracy and rebellion. One fateful July in 1653, Captain Blackspear and his crew set their sights on a British naval ship. The battle was fierce and long, but they emerged victorious. To their astonishment, they discovered a rare treasure on board, a 2-headed monkey named Obaku, a gift from the King of Congo to King Charles. Obaku was no ordinary monkey. One head possessed a sharp intellect, always strategizing, while the other was ever watchful, vigilant against danger. Captain Blackspear saw the potential in this extraordinary creature and trained Obaku to be his eyes and ears. Alongside the redwater dolphins, Obaku became an invaluable ally. News of the pirates' exploits reached King Charles, who was incensed at the theft of his prized monkey. He placed a bounty on Captain Blackspear's head and ordered the entire British Navy to hunt him down. Meanwhile, the King of Congo, upon hearing of the theft, devised a cunning plan. He sent a female monkey, hoping to lure Obaku away from the pirate. In Haiti, Captain Blackspear, surrounded by his men, noticed a mysterious shadow following them. An associate of the voodoo doctor, Papa Tiwayo, approached them, stating that the doctor had seen them in a vision with a 2-headed monster. Captain Blackspear, realizing the doctor was speaking of Obaku, agreed to a meeting, though the monkey was safely aboard the ship, far from prying eyes. The meeting took place at the witch doctor's residence, a rundown shack that doubled as a store selling stolen goods. The dimly lit room was filled with voodoo artifacts, candles, and skulls, creating an eerie atmosphere. Papa Tiwayo began a chilling ritual, his eyes turning white as a mild breeze blew through the room. He spoke cryptically about the two-headed monkey, but revealed little. Demanding more gold shillings, he continued, warning that Captain Blackspear would be betrayed by the very creature he trusted. Suddenly, the witch doctor fell silent, trembling violently, and demanded even more gold. Blackspear, anxious and suspicious, handed over what he had left. The witch doctor then prophesied that another monster was coming, a far greater danger. Running low on gold, Captain Blackspear had no choice but to leave the witch doctor's shack. As he neared his ship, he heard the familiar alert call of the redwater dolphins, warning of an enemy ship nearby. Acting swiftly, he ordered his crew to sail away from danger and took the two-headed monkey off the ship for safekeeping, instructing his dolphins to await his signal. 5 hours later, a British Navy ship arrived on the island, unaware that Captain Blackspear was still there. After a brief rest, Blackspear decided to visit the witch doctor once more. As he approached, he noticed British soldiers entering the shack. Moving with caution, he alerted his men and instructed Obaku to scout the situation. Suddenly, Obaku, usually calm and collected, began to act erratically, jumping around and making noise. The British soldiers heard the commotion and rushed to investigate. In a moment of chaos, Obaku burst through the door, grabbed the female monkey, and fled. Captain Blackspear, realizing he was being betrayed, chased after them, but the British soldiers were not far behind. As the chase led through the treacherous streets of Haiti, Captain Blackspear and the monkeys sought refuge in the dangerous hills, hoping to evade their pursuers. As dawn broke, they prepared their weapons, 9 spears wrapped in cloth, with the tips lit on fire, and waited for the opportune moment. When the British ship was within range, Blackspear and his men launched their spears with deadly accuracy. The ship erupted in flames, eventually exploding. Seizing the moment, they raced to the shore, boarded a small boat, and made their way to the Ghost Bandit, which was waiting nearby. As they sailed away, Obaku, now calm, revealed the truth to Captain Blackspear. The female monkey was the love of his life, sent by the King of Congo to lure him away. This close encounter made Blackspear realize the dangers he faced were no longer worth the risk. Turning to his crew, he declared it was time to quit. "What happened in Haiti was too close," he said, his voice tinged with weariness. "It's time to return home, to see my family."
Men of the sea, my brothers, for over 10 years, we've braved these waters together. We've plundered kings, toppled empires, and made the British Navy tremble. We've fought like lions, defied storms, and stared death in the eye with a grin. But today, after our close call with the British, my heart is heavy with thoughts of home. The sea has been our life, and you've been my family, but as the smoke cleared, my mind drifted to a distant shore, a small village where a woman waits for her husband, and a son yearns to know his father. I've chased gold and power, driven by the hunger for more. But now, I see that true wealth lies not in what we take, but in what we return to. It's time for me to lay down my spear and turn my ship toward home, to the people who gave me life before the sea claimed my soul. We've had our victories and faced our losses, but there comes a moment when a man must ask, what's worth more, endless glory or the peace of a quiet life surrounded by those who love him? As the old saying goes, better to quit while you are ahead than to keep pursuing your greed and meet your downfall. I choose those words now. I choose life, family, and peace. I hope each of you will find your way to the shore that calls to your heart. I live with no regrets, only memories, and the hope that you carry on as men who know when to fight and when to seek peace. May the winds guide you to safe harbors, my brothers. The tide turns for me now.